Hey y'all, Josh here for Drum Set Confessional. September 10th marks the beginning of National Suicide Prevention Week. My partner Rob shared a statistic with me that it was really eye-opening, scary, it was frightening. Opiate users are 14 times more likely to take their own life than non-users. And actually, out of all of the substances that get abused, opiate users are the highest, 14 times more likely. Now, I'm not shocked that it's higher, sadly. I'm shocked that it's that much higher. It's a lot of people we're losing. We started Drum Set Confessional because, it just felt like every week somebody's dying from a fentanyl overdose. And most often it's opiate addicts, even though with fentanyl it kind of goes across the board. You got people that use cocaine, people that use crack that are overdosing on fentanyl left and right. So it transcends just opiates. But the 14 times more likely thing was really, pardon the pun, it's sobering. I can only speak on my own experience, and I know it well. I wanted to die for years. I hated myself and I wanted to die. I used to think of things in terms of, well, I'll be dead by then, so it won't matter. Which just seems, it's hard to wrap my head around just how dark that is. But that was my life for years. For a good chunk of time, my life was, I won't be around for that, to have to deal with that anyway. I made financial decisions because I'm not going to be here. Some of you know it's a lyric in a song, but it's true. I used to leave suicide notes next to my bed when I slept. And that was my own ego. I didn't want to give people the satisfaction of me ODing. So if there's a note next to me, well, then it looks like I did it on purpose. But I didn't want to wake up. I was hopeful to not wake up, which just is it's just light years away from where I am now. I love being here. I want to be alive. I'm so thankful. I feel really blessed to be alive. And, when I was trapped in addiction and I would hear people say things like I just said, it wouldn't land. The words would just bounce right off me, or in one ear, out the other, as the old saying goes. It didn't land. And I'm just hoping when I say those things that, I don't want it to land for just one person, but I want you to hear me. I'm the real thing. It was as dark as it is for you out there. It was that dark for me. And I'm not I don't have this grand story of this great epiphany and God came down and reached into my heart. It's more of this kind of very tricky, delicate way that I got out. And that's why I think it's worth hearing. There are ways out. There is a way out. And it starts with not doing drugs, which is a hard thing to hear for an addict. It's an impossible thing to do. It feels like it's an impossible thing to hear. People don't understand. I'm not in control anymore. I have to have this. I was there. I lived there for a long time. We want you here. We need you here. And my life is living proof. And my only advice that I feel comfortable really sharing is to talk to someone. Seems like a simple thing, right? My whole life would be different had I just talked to someone. Had I just was honest, talk honestly, even if it feels like it's the last thing that you should be doing. That's a lie. That's the drugs lying to you. It's lying to your system. Be honest with people, and through honesty, you can find your way out. And in terms of suicide, I think that's a word we're not supposed to use anymore. So forgive me, but it's called National Suicide Prevention Week. Perhaps they're going to change the name. I do want to be delicate and sensitive to people, so I'm not using it in any kind of pointed way. I do live in the modern world. I didn't know if we're supposed to use that word anymore, but don't take yourself out. There is a light, and I promise you, it gets better. It gets so much better. All right. I wish you guys strength. I hope y'all have the best day. I hope today is the best day of your lives, and I hope tomorrow's even better. Peace, y'all.